Turn this around a little there. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Make sure my sound is turned off. Yep. Nope. Alright. Y'all having a good day? It is beautiful here. The sun is shining and we've got some a nice breeze. In fact, it was so nice outside. I turned off the AC and opened the windows. Had to. It was that nice. All right, we're going to be doing a few things today. All right. This is my wreath from the other night. I like it, but I'm not in love with it. When I stood back and looked at it, the thing that got me the most was it just seemed like these were all evenly placed. So that wasn't my cup of tea. So I have some really deep purple, or I have some yellow, and I thought maybe it would look a little... Hi Joanne, welcome. I thought it might look a little better to kind of like mix it up. Like maybe put a few yellows in here to kind of take away that balance that was going on, if that's what you call it. It wasn't working for me. So if I did this one up here, I think I'm going to do this one down here. And then I thought what I'd do is we'll throw a few of these in here to kind of break it up, and then maybe throw one of these cornflowers in here just to kind of change it a little, because that was bothering me. And this may not, when I look at it, this may not be the way I want to go either, so we'll see. But we got a bunch of stuff to get through today. Oh no, I left my new ribbon out in the other room. I got my ribbon in, and I have got to share it. It is awesome. So I will have to go out and get that. So see what I mean? That just kind of, to me, kind of broke it up a little, so this doesn't look like it's one here, one here, one here, one here. So I think I like that a little better. Or if I have to put one up here, I don't know, but I got to redo that. That just wasn't working for me. All right, so we're going to take care of that later. Let me, and since we've got the leopard print on our gnome, I could put my leopard print butterfly in here. I think that would look awesome. Let me go grab my ribbon. If you all will just hold on a second. Got a balancing act going on here. I should have taken a box out with me. Woohoo! All right. So we have a new rail that's coming out that has an awesome gnome sign that goes with it and snowflakes. So I thought that paired up with this, or even this. So like those two together or these two together. Awesome combination. This has glitter. This doesn't. Then we of course gotta have a leopard print. And we've been getting into the bark. So I found a birch and this is a bark here. So birch tree and a bark ribbon. So I really like those two. And then this for kind of fall or Halloween. It has like a rusty color stripe going through here that's glittered. I don't know if you can see it. And then I love this. And I thought that goes really well with that too. We got a new gingerbread ribbon in. Now the gingerbread has glitter all around it. It's outlined in glitter. Then we have a new cardinal one that's real pretty. If you all wouldn't mind sprinkling, I'd really appreciate it. Then I did show this before. We have the peacock in. I have to list it. And then we have a new snowman one. So those are some of the ones I have already in. I just have to list them. So I will be getting to that shortly. A lot of stuff going on around here. And I'm trying to get everything done. Alright, so there's our lineup of ribbon. And that's going to go there. Now, somebody asked me to do a stencil some ribbon. Well, guess what? It didn't record. So I thought this is a perfect chance for us to go ahead and I'll show you how I stenciled stars and stripes on that ribbon. But I thought I would actually do it on this one. Now, I'm hoping it's going to turn out. We will see. So we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to put a little blue paint on here. And then I have some other new stuff to show you. OMG. You're going to love it. Now I kind of want this a little bit darker, so I was going to try and mix some black in it. Just a little bit. And see how that turns out. Now I have a stencil brush. I went out and got one. Alright, let's kind of swirl this around. Now the object with stenciling is you kind of want your brush, you want to preload it, but you don't want to preload it too much. Okay? Now these are 2-inch stencils. These came from Hobby Lobby. Alright? Now what I planned on doing is making this all one piece. Like I'm going to put the word stripes here, and then on the other side that's going to hang down, I'm going to put the word stars end. Hi Gary, welcome, or Lisa. Lisa and Gary. Alright, so to spell out our word stripes, I'm going to give myself about 14 inches here. I know I'm not going to need it, but so the object is to hold this down as firm as you can because you don't want it lifting up. Now when I did the other one, I actually sprayed an adhesive on the back of the stencil, which really held it down well. Now I don't think it's going to work with this ribbon because of the white, but let's see. It may look distressed, which that's okay with me. I may have to go back to using just the solid color. Nope, that turned out okay. Alright. So then I kind of pull off the paint that's on top just to kind of keep it clean so I can thoroughly wipe it. Alright, so that's our letter S. Now let's go for a T. And this is 2-inch and this is 2.5 inch. So I'm just kind of eyeballing. And you know what? For sake of let's not mess it up, when we lay this on top. Let's just do that. So basically you're just holding it down and dabbing, but you're unloading so you don't get too much on there. And don't try and do this, because if you do that, not gonna work. It's just gonna get too much on there and get up under, so you're just gonna dab. I forget who asked, was it Wendy or Michelle? Hi Rachel, thank you for sprinkling. And when I did my stencil, I had it all spelled out, but with that I had to sit there and glue the little pieces to the middle of the letters in, and I thought, I'm not going that route again, so that's why I'm using this. Okay, so let's clean. I figured if I just did the word stripes, you'd at least see how to do it. Now that's looking pretty good. And then we're going to cover up the S and the T and leave it right where we left off. Okay. Now I got to visually see where I want this R first, and then lift it up. Actually, I think I'm going to attach it. Why not? And see, when I'm putting the letter on here, I'm kind of lining up the bottom of the letters with the top of the ribbon. So that kind of gives me like a base so I can get it straight. Now if you're going for like, you know, like a distressed look, you don't really have to get it that straight. And let's wipe it off. And I will go back at the end and wash these. And again, I'm going to link it up with that one. And I left myself enough room down here for my dovetail, and enough room, like I didn't cut it because I'm actually going to add this, just this tail to the bow. So let's line up our letters against the top of the ribbon. That looks pretty good. This is just a way you could personalize a wreath doing this. You could put the person's last name on it. But see, I didn't want to do stars and stripes, because stripes is going to be on one side, stars end is going to be on the other side. So that's why I'm doing it this way. But there is so much you can do with stencils. P. Yeah-oh. I didn't leave enough room for my P. He's going to go off the page. Yeah-oh. Well, we're going to pull him up here a little bit and link him up with the other one. I didn't think about that, because the P should really be there. Well, we're just going to do it right about there. So I should have gotten smaller stencils. So I will have to do that next time I go to Hob Lob. Wasn't thinking about the bottom of the letters. I Really, the P is the only letter that's going to do that. Well, my first mess up. Thank you. E. I do like this stencil, though. I do like the letters. The style of them, the font, or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't look too bad. You'll know that's what it says. So I'm sure everybody will see the boo-boo, but it is what it is, right? Life is not always perfect. It'll do. There we go. That's how to stencil ribbon. Except if you've got 2.5 inch ribbon, you should probably have a 1.5 inch or a 1 inch stencil, not use a 2 inch like I did. So that's how I would stencil. Then over here, so let's see if that's hanging down like that. Isn't that gorgeous on that ribbon? So say you put that in your bow like that. So I'm going to keep that upside down. And I'm going to start here with stars. I thought it had the little N sign. I can draw it. Alright, so we need the big letter S again. There we go. All the darn fibers are coming out of this. There's stars. Uh-oh. A little bit of paint on the side of our stencil. You know what? What am I doing? We just need our baby wipes. Duh. Okay, ST. Uh-oh, don't do that. It all dried on my plate. Yeah, see, some is getting on the edge. And when it's getting on the edge, it's getting on the edge of the ribbon. So I would definitely wipe it off like that. Alright, let's pour a little more out. Hey, Dawn! Yeah, we're gonna, oh man, you are gonna be learning so much in the next month. Wait till you see what I'm going to be doing. I can't wait. I just want to put a little black in there because I don't want it like a royal. So now I got too much on my brush. So we need to pounce it off. Okay, now we need our A. And I love this color combination. Like, I think this is just going to look awesome. All right, got my letters lined up. Now, like I was telling everybody else, Dawn, I would definitely go to like 1.5 inch. I have 2-inch letters here, but what happened when I did the P on stripes, it went below the ribbon, so I said, boy, you know, you could put the word welcome on here. You could put somebody's last name and personalize for them. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, stars, S-T-A-R. Lining up along with the top of the ribbon. There we go. And I can list all this stuff in the comments. This was from Hobby Lobby. This was from Hobby Lobby. You know. I definitely, you know. And if you have a Cricut, you can even make your own stencil, which I did when I did that Stars and Stripes embroidery one. But this is nice because it has the little insides of the letters already there. So if I wanted to make it look really cool, I can just join the two with a paintbrush. Those things were a pain in the you-know-what, having to glue them down in place to do this stencil. I like this stencil better. Okay, there we go. So we've got stars. See, so when it's on the wreath, whoops, it'll hang down like that. So we need to see what in this set, because I thought this came with symbols. Thought it came with numbers. These are called Alpha Show Offs. No, it did not. So, what here resembles the N sign? First of all, let's get this off our... And this is where your diaper wipes really come in handy. Oh. Could use the E, couldn't I? And then just put a... Could you use the capital E? Couldn't I? No, you want kind of that. Well, I will have to make my own. Wait a minute. Where is my stencil? We will just use the stencil I used that I made on my thing. I'm just going to put a little spot of glue right there in the middle, just to hold my two little inserts in place. And then I'll just rip it off at the end. There we go. Alright, we got our N sign. Ah! The one on the bottom came up. Stay there. Stay. I'm now stenciling my nail. and my finger, my thumb. There we go. Yeah, took some of the paint off it. But look at that. Hot glue is easy to remove. There we go. Stars and stripes. Do you like it? Let me grab my wipes and get some of this paint off. I guess I need to get the symbols stencil too. Like I said, I thought it was in there, but it's not. Thank you, Esther. Welcome. Oh yeah. And if you missed it in the beginning, go back and watch the replay. I showed some of my new ribbons for fall and Christmas. Ooh-ha. Alright. Now, let's just do a little quick cleanup here. I actually made this on my Scan and Cut. It's kind of like a Cricut. And you can buy that fabric, not fabric, this plastic stuff. You can buy it and you can make your own stencils. And I just wish they'd give you a bag that didn't rip when you took it out, like a sleeve. But whoops, well, there you go. I'll have to fix that. I just broke it. Tape. That'll work. So be careful. Put that there so I can tape that back. Alright, let me just get this out of the way before I end up with more paint everywhere. Save that little piece. Alright. Put this in water. There we go. Alright. So, let's just do a bow with this. So I'm actually going to go back to my middle, and I'm actually going to cut. Get rid of this. And then I thought these two were cute. I thought, let's put this in the back and have that over top. And then, I'm not sure about that over top of that one. I want, let's go with a white. Let's go with this one. Put that over top of it and then put that there. Alright, so we're building from the bottom up. So but I want this first. Y'all having a nice day? Alright, so that's a real long sleeve, or long loop, or long tail. Oh. So, I have a 15-year-old rescue here. And she's so adorable, and her owner had to be put in a nursing home, and she won't eat. So I'm trying to get her to eat because she's going to be rehomed, and she's a Bichon. I think I'm going to go with 4, and these loops are about 5.5. Come on. There we go. So I want that down first. There we go. And then we want this down second. This is about our middle. Look at that together. Is that not gorgeous? And then what we will do is we will make some loops. Now for the loop, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do one loop. Now I don't want them that big. So I'm going to say a 5-inch loop. So if I'm doing a 5-inch loop, I'm going to leave like an inch overhang. And then we're going to bring this one back. Oops. And we're going to see, yeah, we got this. And then I'm going to leave another inch overhang. So when it gets pulled together, we've got it. See? Alright, next we're going to go with this. Okay, so we're going to do that. Am I missing anybody? If I am, I will go back. I promise. So I want this to be just a little bit shorter than the one before it. But I'm going to do 4. I saw the post about your puppy, Esther. I know what you're going through. You remember them every year on their birthday. Special memories. Big hugs, girlfriend. Alright, so let's move these so it has some space. And let's just do, I think, one loop of this. Just as the center of the bow. Yeah. Just like that. Okay. Could you see this with their name on there? There are so many things you could do with that. And this is just a simple bow, and there's so many ways that you could personalize it for someone. I think I am going to put a single bow across. Yeah. So this is going to be the fun part, getting it in there. Going to have to do some squishing. Some squishing and some pushing to get that down under, so there's something to grab onto. There we go. A little bit out on that side, a little bit out on the other side. Perfect. All right, now let's pull. Come on. There we go. Do you all talk to your tools? I talk to my tools. Sometimes they're the best kind. All right. I'm going to trim this up a little because I can see it and I want it to disappear. There we go. That's all ready. Now that needs to be trimmed. And let's just make sure we got our red trimmed piece here. There we go. Now, let's fluff out our stripe, diagonal stripes. I love diagonal stripes. I think it gives dimension. Let's pull that out a little bit. This out a little bit. Fix this. All right. Turn this around. See, that's how you can make your bow stand out from somebody else's. Just make it different. We need some dovetails here. I'm going to cut off about that much there and about that much here. Oh, don't you love phones? How many warranty calls have you had today? Now, if I wanted to make this more visible, I can just go ahead and twirl this, curl it, twirl it. Just as a little touch in the middle. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? Something different. I think I would like this down here. There we go. What do you think? Do you like our little stencil job there? Show me some hearts. Show me some thumbs up. Say get a life, whatever. Love it, like it, don't like it, aren't gonna try it. What? Ah, there we go. Okay, thank you. You made my day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Couldn't you see that? Oh, I could see that on a door hanger or a wreath, anything. Just something to personalize it. Next time I think I'll use that spray adhesive, because that spray adhesive doesn't gook up. I'll leave a residue. Alright, on to the next thing. Where is it? Alright, so we showed our stencils. I did get my hot glue in, the yellow hot glue that Rachel told me about. So, I thought I had it right here. It's around here somewhere. But, this is what I want to show you. Check these out. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of iod stamps. Don't tell me I already lost one. I just had it out here because I was stamping with it. Well, anyhow, okay, these stamps are awesome. You actually use this special solvent ink by Stays On, okay, and I'll put links. And this is a whole stamp set. This is another one. We're going to be using these a lot, and these are awesome to use. And where did my bee go? He flew the cube. But these are awesome to use on your stack books. Stamping on the side of them. And I bought the crock set. They just released the crock set, so that's coming this week. Because for our upcoming ones, I'm going to show you how to paint these bowls and then use these stamps on the bowls. And you'll be able to take any picture and make a crock out of it. Aw, thank you, Joanne. Thank you. I am missing my bumblebee. And he was awesome. And I just had him right here. But seriously, I just stamped him to show you. Here he is. Ah, didn't get away from me. But yes, these make awesome stamp book. Look, these are for little knobs. And this, you can use this as a decorative border on anything. So I have a stamp and paint project coming up that you're just going to adore. But let me show you. This stuff, they do sell, and I didn't get it, and now I wish I did. They do sell, and I could probably go ahead and use. I think I'm going to have to go get some. There is a flexible, like the stuff I use to cut these out of. All right, we're just going to do this. All right. What you would do is adhere it to the back of this. And the whole premise behind doing these stamps is when you stamp it, and especially if you're stamping on a curve, which we will be on the bowls, okay? When you put this in place of where you're going to stamp, you always leave one finger on your stamp, because these are flexible stamps. They're not like your other items, but you hold it down with one item, with one finger, and then you walk around with your other fingers to hold it in place. But they have a piece of this that's heavy duty with little holes cut out, so you can like hold it with your fingers. So I'm going to have to get some of those. These are by iod, Iron Orchard Designs. They have the greatest stamps. See? Now look at that. Then if we took, and I can't wait to use the chicken. You know me and my chickens. Look, they have, here they have the crown. They're already stuck to this on the back. So we could add, let's add the vine. around it. Okay. So let's kind of do this. Like that. And then let's take the crown. Put it up there. Then or this one. Let's do that up above it. Or should we do it down below it? Let's do it down below it. And then, no, I kind of like it this way. Let's do it like that. I am going to have you crocking, stamping, and making some stacked books. Now remember what I said, put it where you want it, hold it with one finger, and blot it down with the others. If you're going to blot this side, then hold it down with this finger. It just makes it stay in place better. Oh, I'm loving this. The croc ones just were released, or just came back out in June 15th. So I just got mine. I mean, they just shipped it. And these look so good. I mean, there's a special paint technique I'm going to show you. I don't know if we'll have time to do that on Monday. But if you haven't used these, they're expensive, but they're good stamps. OMG! I cannot wait to do my first plate with these, with the chicken. And if you don't get a totally clear, clean stamp, don't worry about it. That's the neatness of this. You want it to look kind of distressed and old, but the technique I'm going to show you involves painting, and it involves adding to the paint. Could you not see that? Okay, now don't look at my little bee that I did before. But check that out. Is that not cool? I mean, I could even see that on something like this. If I painted this a whitewash and then used the stamps and then went over it with my wax, my antique wax, oh, that would be awesome. This is my antique wax. This comes from Folk Art Home Decor. Antique wax is the dark brown, okay, and that really distresses an item and makes it look really old. Could you not see this in the middle here? Or like this way? Here, I'll give you a crazy looking visual here. And believe me, these look awesome on plates and stuff. There you go. I mean, look at that. If you had that centered. Oh, don't you just love it? But by picture, where's my picture? Okay, this one, all right? We're going to be able to paint this with that technique totally. This will not show at all. We could use the bee on here. I paid $1.69 for that and 10% off. But wouldn't that look adorable? Okay? Or my chicken is a little too big. My chicken wouldn't fit. He's too big. But I wanted the farm, I wanted the bee set, and I wanted the croc set. Okay? And if we wanted to take it a step further, the raised crocs are in right now. So that DOS, that came in a package, it's that clay. You would actually put that clay on here, let it harden overnight, and smooth it out, and then paint over top of it, and then you can stamp over top of that clay. And it comes out gorgeous. So those are just a few upcoming things that we're going to be doing. Now I think I'm going to try and wash these. So, and this is just an extra little protective inner cover. But these are the solvent ink stamp sets by Stays On. And then they have a little extra bottle of ink that you can buy. I purchased most of this. This was at Hobby Lobby. This I got on Amazon. This I actually, there's a woman on Etsy that sells them, but there's also a woman online that has her own website where she sells on both Etsy and the website was cheaper. So you see that's basically just 5 stamps here to make that. So I can't wait to show you that. Maybe what I will do is, if my croc stamps come in, I will take my croc stamp and I will go ahead and paint this and record painting it to show you the technique. It's chalk paint with an additive in it, and it will just totally cover over anything. You won't even see that anymore. Okay? So I really want you to see it done. Like this bowl was 99 cents. You can't find bowls like that for 99 cents, let alone bowls with a croc stamp on them. I mean, they're big farmhouse stuff right now. And then just to recap, our new ribbons, cardinals, gingerbread, leopard print, stripes, diagonal stripes for fall. This is going to be awesome with my new snowflake rail that's coming out and the gnome sign that goes with it. And you can use this with him, or you can use this with him. And then there's a new snowman one I have with a cardinal on his arm. And then we have the peacock and the bark, and then the birch branches. So there we go. Did I show you anything that you might try today? And then I'll try and do my glue stick that Rachel told me about, the Autobody yellow hot glue sticks that you can buy on Amazon. So it looks like your little honey dipper is just dripping with honey, because the idea was to drip some down the side of the book stack. And this was the other book stack we did. It's on a recording on YouTube. And then this is the one I'm working on for my grandson. It's not finished yet, but isn't he cute? Alright, I think that's it for today. Hubby just ran more parts over for the guys Oop. Did that go off? Oh, I hope not. Doesn't look like it did. Did it go off? I hope I didn't cut myself off, but if I did, I'm sorry. Looks like it's still running. Okay. I may have cut myself off for a second. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to post pictures. The whole body is off the go-kart, so I kind of want you to see it from the base now before we build it up and jack it up. So I'm excited. Hopefully this weekend we can get most of the parts on it, and they're going to cut a few more pieces for me in diamond plate. So we're getting excited because the countdown is started. My grandkids are going to be here on the 27th, so I can't wait. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. All right, so I will post things in the comments. I will have this listed hopefully by tomorrow, so you can go on and order if you want, because this may be all I get for the holiday. People are starting to have trouble getting ribbon already, and the holiday isn't even here yet. So all right, thanks for joining me. Thanks for sprinkling. Thanks for the love. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you on Monday. No, you can watch me on Saturday, Second Chance Saturday. That's what I'll do. I'll do one of these for Second Chance Saturday. All right, we got a plan. Now if I can only stick to it, right? All right, you have a great evening. Thank you.